Porphyritic texture is formed when the magma in the magma chamber is cooling down in a slower rate, and because of slower cooling rate, we all know that the larger size crystals are formed first. In that cooling process, sometimes when the magma chamber gets disturbed due to external factors, then what happens, the rest of the liquid magma gets and extruded and therefore the cooling rate increases, which results into formation of the finer grain minerals in the background of the large size crystals. Okay, so and that is how the porphyritic texture is formed, and the larger size crystals are called the phenocryst, while the background minerals which are formed due to the increased cooling rate, that is called matrix or ground mass. Okay, and this type of porphyritic texture is mainly found in volcanic or hypabyssal rocks. So we all know the volcanic rocks are those igneous rocks which are formed on the surface of the earth when the magma gets extruded into the surface of the earth, while the hypabyssal rocks are those rocks which are formed close to the earth's surface, but not which is in between volcanic and plutonic rocks. Okay, the next type of texture of igneous rock is poikilitic texture. Here what happens, and the smaller grain minerals are formed earlier. Okay, and this is maybe due to the this is mainly caused due to the difference in cooling rates. So sometimes what happens, because of some reason the magma cools down very rapidly, which give rise to smaller grained minerals, and after that the cooling gets slower because of some factors. The cooling, if it gets slower, then the larger size crystals are formed. So this is the opposite of porphyritic texture, where porphyritic texture, with what happens, the larger size crystals are embedded in the finer grained minerals, while in the poikilitic texture the finer grained minerals gets enclosed within the larger size crystals. Okay, and here the larger size crystals in poikilitic texture are called oikocryst, while the ground mass is called shadacryst, which are early form minerals. So these are the two main types of inequigranular texture, because there are see, smaller grain minerals are also there, and the larger grain minerals which are not equal in sizes. That's why it is called inequigranular texture. Okay, so these were the main reasons, or these were the main types of textures in inequigranular texture of igneous rocks.